So do you also use Graphy for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to enroll Graphy user on JotForm submission. So with here I'm running a edutech company and we offer free courses to all our leads. So now what I want is that as soon as someone registers for that free course with the help of JotForm, automatically they should be enrolled in that free course on my Graphy account without any manual efforts. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between JotForm and Graphy. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So as you know, in this video I'll guide you through automating user enrollments on Graphy whenever a JotForm submission is made. Whether you're managing course registrations or onboarding new members, this integration ensures a seamless and efficient process, saving you time and efforts. So let's get started with a really simple example. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I'm offering a free course to all my leads, and this is the course registration form. So let's say that my name is testing user and I want to enroll for this free course. So I'm just going to enter my details right over here in the form and click on submit. And as soon as I'm going to click on submit right over here, I'm going to open my Graphy account. We're going to open the course learners right from here, and as you can see, the same name and email is being enrolled in my Graphy account to this free course. So yes, this is the automation we are going to learn in today's video. And if you also want to build this for your business, then you have to watch this video till the end. So to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. And as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of stars free every month. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And as soon as you're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, which is JotForm and Graphy, right? So I'm just going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And as soon as we're going to click on access now right over here, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which is create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations. And on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows. So if you wish to learn how to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this hyperlink given right over here which says learn more. And now it is asking me for the workflow name. So I want the workflow name to be how to enroll Graphy user on JotForm submission. JotForm to Graphy, and then we're going to click on create. And as soon as we're going to click on create, it is opening the most important window for automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions for the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now let's start with our automation. For that we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as JotForm because what I want is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my JotForm, automatically my workflow should be triggered. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So we have on that as soon as a new response is captured on this event, the workflow should start. So we have selected the same as the trigger event right over here. And as soon as I'm going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our JotForm account and our Pabbly Connects workflow. So what we have to do is first we're going to copy this webhook URL and then we're going to open our JotForm account. And as you can see that this is the forms which I've already created, but I want to create this automation for this form which is course registration form. So I'm just going to go on this edit form right from here, and as soon as we're going to go on this edit form, we have to go towards the settings. Now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards the integrations, and after coming on towards the integrations we have to search for webhooks right over here. Okay, so you can see the search bar over here. I'm going to search for webhooks. So I'm just going to search for webhooks, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. And now it's asking me to add webhooks. So what we're going to do is first we're going to erase this HTTPS, and now we're going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And after pasting this webhook URL, we are going to click on this green button which says complete integration. And as soon as we're going to click on this, it is saying integration ready. You have successfully created your integration. So I'm just going to click on this finish right over here, and now with this we have successfully connected our Jotform account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response and test our connection, we have to do a test submission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Jotform account. We're going to go in this publish right over here, and we're going to copy this publish link and then paste it in a new tab so that we can do the test submission. Okay, so now we're going to do the test submission with the new details. So let's say that my name is dummy user, so I'm just going to enter the same. For the email, let's say that I'm going to keep it as this. For the contact number, I'm going to keep it as this. We are going to move on forward. It is saying are you familiar with JavaScript? So I'm just going to keep it as this and click on submit. And as I'm going to click on submit, yes, you can see your submission has been received. So this means that Jotform has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm just going to open my workflow right from here, and yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured response A. You can see all the details which Pabbly has captured. You can see the same email address, the last name, the first name. Over here you can see the yes no choice choose. So yes, you can see that these are the same details which we entered in our test submission and has been captured as response right over here in our workflow. So now what we have done is we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as the new response is captured in the same form, automatically Pabbly is going to trigger this workflow and capture that same response. Okay, so we're going to move on forward. What I want is I want to enroll Graphy user on Jotform submission. Okay, so for the action application, we are going to select it as Graphy. So I'm just going to search for Graphy right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. Now after selecting the action application, for the action event, we are going to select it as create learners. So to enroll a learner into a course, we first have to create learner too, right? So for that, we are going to select it as create learner and click on connect. And as soon as we're going to click on connect, it's asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Graphy account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the API key and this merchant ID. And to get this, we are going to follow the help text. So it is saying log into your Graphy account, go to the integrations, third-party integrations, and then Pabbly Connect. You will get the API key there. Okay, so I'm just going to open my Graphy account. We have to go back towards the courses first so that we can open the dashboard, and after opening the dashboard, from the left side of the bar we have to go towards the integrations, and then you can see third-party integrations. We have to come on here, and after coming on towards the third-party integration, we're going to scroll and look for Pabbly Connect. And as you can see Pabbly Connect right over here, and as you can see Pabbly Connect API key. So I'm just going to copy this API key right from here and paste it right over here in my workflow. And after pasting this API key, it is asking me for the merchant ID, and it is saying log into your Graphy account, go to the integrations and then APIs, and you will get the merchant ID over there. Okay, so we're going to open our Graphy account once again, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards the APIs, and as you can see the merchant ID is Pabbly Connect right over here for me. So I'm just going to copy it right from here, and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting both of these details, we are going to click on save, and as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Graphy account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. And now it is asking for the email, the name, the mobile, and the password. So over here we are going to enter the lead details which we received in the Jotform submission. As you can see the email and the name, so we're going to enter these same details right over here in our Graphy, but we are not going to enter it manually or copy paste the details, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping, right? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Jotform as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So let me explain your mapping with a really simple example. So it is asking for the email, right? So let's say that I'm going to enter the email right over here by typing it manually like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But let's say that we're going to erase this entered manually email and we're going to map this email from the previous step. Let's say I'm just going to search for email and as you can see the same. So let's say that we're going to map this email from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So as we map the email, we are going to map the name and the mobile number too. I'm just going to look for name in the previous response and as you can see first name, last name. So we're just going to map the first name, put a space and then the last name. And now it is asking for the mobile number. So let's say that we're going to map the mobile number too. I'm just going to look for number right over here in the previous response and as you can see the same. So we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. It is asking me for the password. So if you wish, you can definitely add a password right over here, but I don't wish to add so directly I'm going to click on this button which says save and send as request. And as soon as I'm going to do so, yes, you can see that we have successfully created a new learner. It is saying it has given me a positive response. Okay, it is saying that we have successfully created a learner name this, email this and mobile number this in our Graphy account. Okay, so now what I want to enroll this same learner into a free course. Okay, for that I'm going to add another action step. And now for the action application, once again we are going to select it as Graphy, but now for the action event we are going to select it as enroll learner to a course. Okay, first we created a learner right over here because to enroll someone into the course we first have to create the learner. So that's why we created the learner and now we have to enroll this same learner into the free course. So I'm just going to click on connect. So right now we connected our Graphy account. So I'm just going to click on select existing connection and then save. So yes, you can see connected. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the email. So we're going to map the email right over here from the response of a Graphy create learners. You can see the emails. We're going to map this email right over here. Now it is asking me for the course URL, and to get this, once again we're going to read the help text and it is saying dashboard product course pages course page URL. Okay, we're going to follow the same. I'm going to open my dashboard and as you can see that this is my dashboard. Now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards the products, and after coming on towards the product we have to open the product which is the free product. Okay, right over here you can see the same. From here we have to go on this pages and as you can see that this is the URL. So I'm just going to copy this URL right from here and then we're going to paste this same URL right over here under the course URL field. And now we're going to click on this blue button which says save and send as request, and yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response that we have successfully enrolled this email into a free course. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open my learners of the course right from here and we're going to refresh this page to check for the new learner added, and as you can see it has been successfully added. You can see the same name which we entered and the same email which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. But now I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open my Jot form once again and we're going to do another test submission with the new details. So let's say that this time for the first name I'm going to keep it as test, last name as user. For the email we are going to keep it as testuser11@pablitudes.com, and then for the contact number let's say that I'm going to keep it as this. And now it is saying are you familiar with JavaScript? I'm going to keep it as yes and click on submit, and as soon as we're going to click on submit it is saying your submission has been received. So now what has happened is that Jot form has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new learner in our Graphy and also enrolled that learner into our free course. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open my Graphy and check for the new person enrolled in the same free course, and this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll directly open my learners of the course right from here and we're going to refresh this page, and yes, you can see a new learner has been created. You can see the same name and email which we have entered. Also where you can see the same phone number which we entered, right? So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new response is received from my Jot form, which is as soon as someone registers for the free course on Jot form, automatically they would be enrolled in my free course in Graphy account without any manual efforts. This is going to run in backend and I can just sit back and relax. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video, and for your reference I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.